Microjig, maker of the gripper. Work safer, work smarter.
Aside from Microjig, this video is also sponsored by AudioBlocks. AudioBlocks has a huge selection of music and sound clips that you can download with a subscription. So in the spirit of the AudioBlocks Creator to Creator initiative, I made this video using my AudioBlocks subscription. I need to start working on the drawer boxes next, and they're gonna get suspended underneath the riser rails underneath the desk, and they'll obviously house the drawers. So I have some 4/4 cherry that I'm gonna use for that, and I'm just gonna cut some rough sections to length. I'm going to rip all of the boards that are going to make up the drawer boxes to rough width. But before I can do that, I need to get a nice straight edge on one side, and I'm going to do that at my joiner. Now I can rip all of these boards to rough width before taking them over to the joiner and flattening one face. For the parts that make up the top and bottom of each drawer box, I need to do a glue up of 2 boards. But these boards are a little bit too wide for my joiner, so they're gonna need to overhang. And the section that I can't get and overhangs a joiner, I'm gonna get with a hand plane, and I'll reference off of the face jointed portion to make it nice and flat. Like most things in woodworking, there's usually more than one way to do something. And when it's really hot outside and you have a lot of boards to do, this might actually be the better option. I'm gonna take a piece of plywood and I'm gonna slide it up against the ridge or the overhang from the joiner. And I'm gonna send this bottom portion right through the planer and flatten out the opposite face. Now that I have all the boards with one flat face, I can flatten the opposite face and bring the boards to thickness using my planer. Before I can glue these boards together, which will make up the bottom and top of each drawer box, I need to cut them to their final width. I need to rip the drawer box's sides to width, but before I can do that, I need to get a nice straight edge at the joiner. I need to cut all of the tops and all of the bottoms of the drawer boxes to their final length. I'm gonna cross cut one side nice and square, and then I'll cross cut the other side to length. I'm going to construct the drawer boxes with what's called a blind rabbet joint. I need to make a groove on both sides of each drawer box on the top and the bottom. I'm going to pre-drill and countersink for these pieces of wood, which will attach the drawer boxes to the riser rails. I have the top of the topmost drawer box temporarily clamped to these feet, which are attached to the riser rail. Now I can just trace all the way around them, and I'll know exactly where to put the screw holes. I'm going to pre-drill with a very small bit so that I can mark the other side of this piece of wood and I'll know exactly where to countersink. I have both drawer boxes out of the clamps, and now I just need to flush the sides to the top and bottom of each drawer box. I intentionally left the sides a little bit proud than the top because it's a lot easier to flush this little bit of side material down to the top than trying to flush the top down to the sides. So a little bit of precaution. In order to attach the bottom drawer box to the top drawer box, I'm going to make 4 1/4-inch thick squares. I'm going to put one in each corner with a little glue, and that'll secure both drawer boxes together. After I glued on these blocks, I pre-finished this entire box and I left this face unfinished. Now I just need to clamp this box onto here with a little bit of glue, and I'm using some scrap wood as stops so that I can place the box on top and it'll help me guide the position of the top box. Even though these boxes likely wouldn't separate from the glue blocks if it were hit with an EF5 tornado, I'm going to strengthen it even more by putting a screw in each corner, joining the two boxes together. Because you know, us woodworkers always have to over-engineer everything, and I'm no exception. It's finally time to attach the top, and I already marked the location of all the screw holes that I need to make by inserting the screws in the base and just gently tapping the backs of them to leave a mark on the top. Now I just need to pre-drill for number 8 wood screws and I can attach the top. I have the drawer boxes attached with 4 screws in the front and 4 screws in the back, and all I have left to do now is make 2 drawers and this desk will finally be finished. So I'm going to stop part 3 here, and I hope you guys will come back next time for part 4 when I have this desk completely finished. If you liked how I used my AudioBlock subscription in this video, click the link in the description box below to get a free 7-day trial of AudioBlocks and get access to unlimited downloads of over 100,000 audio tracks, loops, music clips, and sound effects. Create something special and share it with #Creator2Creator. Thanks for watching, guys.